Hello or hello again. This is Jonathan, and this is going to be my first of a more long form series, probably about 20 minutes. Kind of my starting sequence in the morning, or what it is right now, because it always seems to change. But usually I start with a comfortable seated position on a cushion. I'm on a yoga cushion, doesn't matter, it's just a cushion with beanbag topper in this case. Whatever works for you, works for you. Be gentle to your body to start off anything. Be kind to yourself when you move and be graceful in the way you move so that you try to avoid injury while you're moving. It would be a shame to try to get ready with a morning sequence or an afternoon sequence or whatever you're trying to do and just injure yourself. It's not what you want to do. So be slow and gentle in everything you're doing as the number one thing you're going to want to think about. Number two, a comfortable seated position where you're rooting through the sits bone. You want to grow your roots into the ground, whatever helps you visualize rooting. And then you want to grow tall through the crown of your head, not lifting your head, but growing tall through the crown of your head, stretching yourself kind of like a rubber band. And this allows you to roll your shoulders back comfortably and breathe more deeply. You'll know this is going well because you can breathe more deeply. Deeper inhales, deeper exhales. Once you have this posture, it kind of just gets easier to breathe. So that's that check. So root, crown, roll back. Be comfortable, be gentle, relax what you can relax outside of needing to be in the posture. You can also kind of wiggle if you've got the posture right, side to side through the shoulders. Shouldn't be any effort because they should be relaxed. They're not doing any work. And we're going to breathe here for a couple of minutes. And so once you've occupied root, crown, shoulders, take a deep breath in and hold briefly. Exhale all the air out. Deep, long inhale in. Brief hold gently. Exhale all the air out. Two more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. This also helps us ground into the present moment, which is very important for a lot of us overthinkers, busy minds, minds that tend to need a lot of time, as I've come to learn. It's not a monkey mind, it's a mind that needs attention and gentle attention and observation and awareness and not judging. So being grounded into your experience by rooting through the sits bone, rising through the crown of the head, and rolling the shoulders back allows you to take deeper breaths, which allows you to connect to the self, that gives the self time to breathe and be, which is so important for me at least. And so we're going to spend a little time here just breathing deeply in an uncued manner. Another couple minutes here. Comfortable, even breathing. Deepening your inhales, gentle holds at the top and bottom, full exhales. Once we spend a little time grounding in our breath, we're going to start a little movement, first in the neck. And so while maintaining this root through your sits bone, connection with the sky through the crown of your head, and the gentle shoulder roll back, you're going to gently start neck rolls. Start shallow, they don't have to be big. Be gentle to yourself. Gentle neck rolls in one direction. Always err on the side of gentle and slow. If you think you're going too fast, go slower. If you need to do something with your breath, you can. Inhale, going forward. Begin exhaling at the top. Exhale here, begin inhaling. And then exhale. And you don't need to do this with the breath, it's just an option. If you need to do something with the breath, you can. Otherwise, comfortable, even breathing. And then we're gonna switch sides gently, switch directions to the other direction. Once you've found movement through the neck, once we've woken up the neck a little, we're going to wake up the shoulders. And so when we inhale, we are going to begin rotating through our arms. And when we exhale, the opposite direction through our arms, as I'll demonstrate. And so you inhale and then exhale. Always through the fingertips, exhale, and then inhale. Changing directions, you'll find a pattern and pace that fits you. Exhale. Changing the inhale and exhale every time you change the rotation. Once we found a little mobility through the fingertips, then we're going to find some rotation through the shoulder. And so we're going to inhale, stretch the arms out, bring them forward, and exhale, bring the palms up overhead. Maintain them like plates, like we're holding plates, and exhale fully to point them outward, and I'll demonstrate. Left in front, then right. sweeping the whole way through, comfortably rotating through. Don't strain anything. You can shorten it if there's something spicy in the shoulders. Do what works for your body. Be gentle, be kind, be graceful with yourself. After a few rotations through, just relax, recommit to root, crown, shoulders. And then once you feel like you understand what's changed in your body, we're going to come up on the hands and knees and do a little spinal work. And so we're going to get into cat-cows, but before I do that, just to explain what I'm doing, you inhale, you're going to round the belly and let yourself arc down. When you exhale, you're going to arch the back upward. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, round the belly, let the round happen gently. Exhale. Round the other direction, squeeze all the air out. And so we do that while we are on all fours. Slowly and gently. When you are on all fours, make sure that you are wading through your palms in particular. If you feel like you're doing something or forcing something, it's usually in the palms. Make sure the palm is flat. You should be able to lift the fingertips because you're engaging those palm pads so nicely. And that allows you to move through the palm while keeping that elbow back. Gives you a nice rooted feeling on the hand. Something you have to practice if you're not used to doing it though, so be gentle. And remember to even weight. Don't go forcing weight in any particular spot other than starting with the middle three knuckles, the thumb, the pointer, the middle, and allowing the rest to spread and the weight to even itself out through the palm. And you want to maintain that engagement through both palms when you're in cat-cow and any other position that you're using the palms. So back to cat-cows. Once that feels like you've woken up the spine a little bit, come back. If you have the ability to sit on your ankles, do so. Otherwise, you can find a spot that isn't so spicy for you or a different seating position that works for you. Anything that's comfortable. So if you need to, instead of be on your ankles, come back to a comfortable seat. Feel free. And then we will see what has changed in our body, because even just a little bit of movement, what we've done before and now, will have produced a change. And so back to rooting through the sits bone, through the crown of the head, allowing the shoulders to roll back. Find a comfortable tall seat with deep breathing again and just feel what's changed in the body now for a few moments. Any variation of the hands is fine, just as long as the shoulders can relax. That's the important part. I find the seat useful in particular for my own shoulders, which tend to be tight and have been since military training. Something that's still a struggle for me sometimes, some days. And so allowing the breath to massage the body and relax the shoulders in any way you can, even if you have to just let them hang a while, it's worthwhile. Once you've allowed the breath to massage what it needs to massage, feel free to allow the eyes to flutter open if they were closed, or allow them to be comfortable if they were doing anything else. And thank yourself for taking a few moments of your day to potentially follow along in what could help you relax or release or whatever it is you needed to do there. I hope you all have an enjoyable day. I love you all and take care. Bye.